Good morning from the garage. So yeah, that's where my washer and dryer is now. I'll give you a little sneak peek of the garage. It is still a work in progress. Trying to get my husband organized down here. We're gonna have to spend a little bit of money, but that's okay. When he's organized, my life is easier, trust me. So let me spin you around. So, well, there's the car. But the steps come down from upstairs, of course, duh. And this whole front wall here, he's going to install a workbench. So we're going to get some lower kitchen cabinets and a countertop. So that will all be a workbench area for him. So this stuff needs to find a home yet. And the camera battery couldn't wait 30 more seconds to let me finish. Alright, where was I? Toolbox. Everything's organized in his toolbox, but the top, again, he's waiting on some workbench space to organize some of this. This camera battery's going to die. Oh my god. I could tell I haven't used it in a while. Nothing's charged. Okay, air compressor in the corner. That's going to stay there. Washer and dryer. He has to share space down here with my stuff. So we got the bikes hung. We have one shelving unit filled with power tools. Another shelving unit filled with bins with more tools and garage type stuff in it. Of course, my car gets a spot. The grill, the hose. His car gets a spot. He's not here, obviously. He's at work, but he's only sharing space with some bike paraphernalia and floor jack over there. And then over here on this wall, he has to share space with the hot water heater and the furnace, but the bike rack, the creeper, some garden type stuff. So that's it. So technically you can fit 3 cars in here, but you'd have to bring 2 of them in at an angle in this bigger bay. We don't have 3 cars, so we don't have to worry about that, but we get 2 vehicles in here and still have plenty of room. So breakfast. I have these English muffins that I guarantee you are a week old. I know they're a week old. I bought them when Ryan and Caitlin were home to help us move the weekend before this past one. They're a week and a half old. Oh my god, Michelle. Let's eat them up. I normally wouldn't buy the plain English muffins. I at least always go for the multi-grain light. But I'm also a cheap ass and don't like to waste food. So, okay, into the toaster oven. Alright, a little peanut butter on the English muffin and a second cup of tea. I don't normally drink 2 cups of tea, but I think it may be one of those mornings. Okay, gonna sit and try to catch up on YouTube, of which I am so behind. Oh my gosh, those of you that I watch, I haven't watched you regularly in like 6 to 8 months. Like, I'd have to sit in front of the TV non-stop for the next month just to try to catch up. Well, that's not gonna happen, but I'm gonna catch up as best I can. Alright. I'll be back. Alright, so I think what I'm going to tackle today is trying to somewhat decorate that spare bedroom. Like I said, I'm still waiting on a desk that I ordered. It's supposed to be delivered sometime between the 7th and the 10th of July. Today's June 30th, so I have another week and a half. But I have 2 boxes, yeah, 2 bins full of pictures that I can hang on the wall that some of them I haven't used probably in like 3 or 4 years, because a lot of them I didn't hang when I lived in Florida because we didn't have the wall space. So let me show you what I have to work with. So this is all these pictures are pictures that I took with my camera. And then I have several here that are, they're not meant to hang on the wall. When I get end tables and coffee table and stuff, they'll go out. I have gallery pictures, picture of my great-grandma and great-great-grandma. I don't care for these anymore because I don't like that color frame. And then back here, that bin was mostly all family photos. This one, couple family and friend pictures. And I just have some other miscellaneous pieces, piece that I painted. Some more tabletop pictures, and then 4 of these small ones. So have another box somewhere. I know I have another box of all kinds of, let me find this. Okay, a bit of a mystery. When we lived in Harrisburg, I had a whole gallery wall, and the center point was that picture, black frame. And then I had taken my own photos and got them printed at Walmart, mostly 5x7 sizes, some horizontal, some vertical, and I put them all in matching black frames, and I had them scattered all around this one picture. It was probably like 14, 16 pictures, all in these black frames, but for the life of me, I can't find those pictures. Now, I'm an organized person. I'm thinking I may have, knowing that whenever I had moved again, that I wasn't going to do another one of those gallery walls, I'm thinking I may have taken those pictures out of the frames and gotten rid of the frames. Because they weren't like, oh, you know what, they weren't black. They were the cherry color. And see, when I talk myself through it, then I can remember. I did. So, we're going to make do with what I have, because I'm not going out and printing more pictures. I'm not buying more. So this is what I have to work with right now. So, the picture of the grandmas is definitely going somewhere in here. I'm going to use this one that I painted somewhere. I do have the family collage I'm going to use in here. And then I have these that are on like styrofoam board that, again, these are all pictures that I have taken traveling all over. Like these two are Ireland. That's Bahamas. That's Cabo San Lucas. And then these two are the Cape Hatteras Lighthouse in North Carolina. So that's what we are going to use with this plain wall between the door and the closet, this plain wall between the windows, and then this plain wall between the mirror and the bathroom. The bathroom, I did hang 2 pictures already. So, oh yeah, my arm in there. So yeah, this is just the spare bathroom. So this was, again, another picture I took. That was sunset at Clearwater Beach. And then I have that one, which I've had for many years. So yeah, this is just a little spare bathroom. Perfect for when the kids visit. Alright, so now let's figure out what we're doing here. everything done in here, at least till I get the desk. So I don't think it turned out too bad. I ended up adding another picture to that wall, just because I think it needed a little something. So, probably can't see the picture, but this is my 2 girls and my 4 nieces on a cruise that we were on back in 2013 or 14. I forget which year. And then again, this will be the wall with the desk. And the desk has a light as well, so there'll be another light over here. We have no overhead lights in the bedrooms here, so we have to rely on lamps. So, I think all in all, it looks pretty good. I might get a floor plant, a fake one, because I'll never remember to water it up here. So I might get a thinner floor plant for right here between the desk and the mirror. And I think that's going to do it for the office / spare room. So it's ready for kids. Or you guys, if anybody wants to come, spend the night and hang out with me, yeah, come on over. I think I just heard Amazon. Yup. Yup. 1, 2. Okay, what did I get from Amazon? I know what I got. So this one's going to seem pretty random, but if you've been following me for a while, you know Mike has plantar fasciitis. And the only thing that gives him any relief is this special way he has to tape his foot up every day. And I always bought my foot tape at Walmart. Well, they quit carrying it. All they carry is the paper tape, and that doesn't pull his foot skin tight enough. I know that sounds really gross, but I had to start getting it on Amazon. And believe it or not, it's only like 20 cents more a pack, more expensive on Amazon than it was at Walmart anyway. And I do pay for Amazon Prime, so I'm getting free shipping. I'm getting free shipping. So I ordered him 4 packs, and this will last a few months. So it's not like I have to order this every week. So this was like $12 and some change with tax for 4 of those. And then these I couldn't wait to get. So at Kohl's, a long time ago, probably over a year, I found, oh, these are going to be a little different. Okay, let me show you what the ones I bought at Kohl's. They're these metal clips, like this. I use them obviously for food packages, cracker boxes, things like that. Mike also uses them for stuff in the garage, and then you can use a thumbtack and hang stuff. So papers can hang from here. There's a multitude of uses. But they're metal, and they were Cuisinart brand, and it was 4 silver, 4 gold, and 4 like copper color. And I never found them again. I even went on Kohl's website and couldn't find them. But I liked the size and the fact that they were metal. They just work out so much nicer than big wooden clothespins to put on my bags. And I don't like the cheap plastic bag clips either, because they only last so long and they break. So I found these on Amazon. It is a box of 60, and it has the storage container. So again, perfect little size, metal. These are heavy duty springs in here. They're not cheap. And Mike can still use them by putting a nail in whatever and hanging his paperwork from them. He uses these at work too. So I just thought that was the perfect little thing, and the fact that it has its own case just made me have to have it. I think it was $10 and some change for 60 of them. So again, didn't think that was bad because I paid all but $10 for 12 of the Cuisinart brand. So there you go. Okay, on to the next project. So this is more paperwork type junk. Excuse the boxes behind me. I have to soon get rid of those. My niece is moving, so I was waiting to hear from her if she needed any more, because she got most of them and a lot of bins, but she wasn't sure if she was going to need more, so they were just kind of hanging out here till I know if she needs more boxes. Otherwise, then they're going in the dumpster. So, my next project. Let me spin ya. First thing is the shelf that was behind the Mazda that had all the bins on. So Mike made this little diagram. It's 4 shelves, and then he put pictures of his bins and then wrote what was in each bin, and there's 4 shelves. So now he wants me to redo this on full-size sheets of paper. He actually said let's just go with 1 sheet of paper, so again, this doesn't have to be fancy for him. He's just gonna hang it down there. Probably on one of those new clips. So shelves 1 and 2 on one side and shelf 3 and 4 on the other side, so he doesn't have more than one piece of paper to look at. So I'm going to redo that for him. And then I bought a firearm. Now, we've always been gun owners. We have like 7 different rifles. We have an AR-15. We have a .357. I have an antique German handgun that we got from this shriveled up little old man that has died many, many years ago, who actually was from Germany. He says the gun was actually part of Hitler's army. Don't know if that's true or not, but I wouldn't even take a chance of firing it. I'd be afraid it would misfire, so that's just kind of just there to look at. But let me spin you around so you're not staring at paper. Instead you're staring at me with no makeup on, which is probably not much better. You'd probably rather look at the paper. So, with the world the way that it is right now, Mike is a worrywart. He gets very concerned when I'm out by myself somewhere. And it's understandable. The world sucks right now. If you watch me on Facebook, if you follow me on Facebook or you're friends with me on Facebook, about a month ago, I just had to shut off from social media because I couldn't stand it anymore. Now I know there's a lot of fake shit out there. People post videos that are not even from this country and from decades ago possibly, and they'll say it's happening today. I get it. I don't put all my faith and trust into stuff I see on the internet. Nonetheless, we know there's bad stuff happening with bad people in this world. So I'm comfortable around guns. I've shot guns growing up. I don't hunt, mind you. But Mike has pushed for me to get my own handgun registered in my name and carry. So that's our next big project when I'm done getting settled in here, which I'm just about at that point. I'm going to start going to the range and shooting this, and I'm going to get my concealed carry permit to be able to carry when I'm out somewhere. I do want to take a firearm safety course as well, just because I haven't shot a gun in quite a few years. But what we bought was a SIG Sauer P365. SIG is one of the brands that law enforcement carries. SIG and Glock are the 2 brands that law enforcement uses. So this is small enough for my small hands, and small enough that I can carry on my body or in my purse. So you have to print the owner's manual online, kind of like you do with a car. Nobody can give you owner's manuals for anything you buy anymore. Unless you buy a blender, then you can get an owner's manual. Anyway, we printed this owner's manual off, he did, at work. So now I've got, oh my gosh, a little over 70 pages that he wants me to put in sleeves, these plastic sheet protectors. So I have a whole pack of 50 here unopened, and I have quite a few, and of course I'll put 2 in a sleeve. So I should have enough. And then we're gonna make a notebook for this one. We don't have any paperwork on our other guns. Even the AR was custom built, and we have no paperwork on it. It's sad, no paperwork on anything. But this one will actually have some paperwork on. So that's my project right now. I have a glass of homemade iced tea sitting here with me and my vitamins, and that's what I'm gonna work on. I need to get this stuff done before lunchtime because you know me, when that sun hits that deck, I'm putting my bathing suit on and going out. Lunchtime. If you're not from the northeastern part of the United States, you're probably wondering what in the world these things are. We call them pickled eggs, we call them red beet eggs. They're basically hard-boiled eggs soaked in the juice from some pickled beets, and they are just yummy. So I'm going to have this for lunch. Well, Michelle, can you get them cut up? I used an egg slicer for the egg, and I should have used it for the beets too. And I'm going to eat them with some of these crackers. These are my favorite cracker lately, and I can't get them here in York County. So I have to buy these off of Amazon, 6 boxes at a time, but as fast as I eat them, yeah, it's okay. They don't get stale. But I can find the regular flatbreads in the Back to Nature brand with the flax in them, but I can't find them with the Himalayan salt, which makes a world of difference. So I'm gonna go have some lunch. Okay, it's dinner time. So tonight we are having, I don't know what you want to call it. I guess it would be the equivalent of a shrimp scampi, only I'm using sea scallops instead of shrimp. So I'm going to brown the sea scallops. I'm going to have some protein pasta on the side, and then I'm going to make like a lemon garlic butter sauce for on top of everything. And then I'm going to have, let me just spin you around here and show you my ingredients. So I'm going to, this is just a pot of salted water that I'm going to cook the pasta in. Mike's going to have a side of peas with it, and he can always put those in it as well. This is going to be the large frying pan that I'm going to do the scallops in and then create the sauce in. Then I will mix it all together at the end. So I have a stick of butter. I have a couple of lemons here. They're small, so I'm going to use 2. And then I have this little wedge of lemon. I need to just get out of my refrigerator. My juicer. We're using a half a box of the protein penne. I have some minced garlic. I have my sea scallops that I had bought and froze. Guys, I am loving these containers. I wish I could tell you where I got them. I found them on a Facebook ad. They're plastic, but the top is like super strong. I don't know what you want to call this. Like the white part and the red part is hard plastic. And they function like this. They're unhinged. If this is hinged, and then there's 3 hinges over here, but they all come apart. But this, like the ads showed, you can't even stick a fork through this stuff. It's super hard. So when you put food on here, it seals it completely, and it saves using plastic bags, freezer bags. Like I bought some asparagus, and I froze asparagus in one of these. So it keeps like, it's like airtight and hard, and they stack. If you have that they're not lumped up, like see this has, because I have a lot of asparagus in there, it's kind of humped up, so I have it sitting on its side in here. But if you have flatter meat in them, you can put your marinade on and then just stack them in your freezer like that. So I have a total of 4, only using 2 right now. But as I digress, yeah, I love these little things, but I guess you could just Google freezer trays. I don't know. The one thing you have to keep in mind, as I just did that, is like when these thawed out, there was a little bit of juice, and now I just got stinky scallop juice on the counter. Okay, where was I? Going over ingredients. Let me wipe this up first. Oh, icky. Now it smells in here. I love the taste of scallops, but seafood just smells. Okay. I'm going to have a Caesar salad on the side, so I have my romaine. I'm going to put a cucumber in it, my Parmesan, my croutons, and my Caesar dressing. This I buy at the farmer's market. This is marinated dill zucchini with some sweet peppers in it. Oh my goodness, is this good. You eat it cold. It's just yummy, yummy, yummy. Mike eats a salad every day. Every day in his lunch he has a spinach salad with vegetables and meat that I put in it. So he's not going to eat a salad again at dinner time. That's why I'm making the piece for him. So, alright, let's get started making this dinner. Okay, my pasta's done. Before I drain it, I want to, I'm going to steal about, without the pasta, steal about a half a cup, a little over half a cup of some of that starchy water in case I need to thin my sauce out a little bit. Now I'm just going to drain this. Okay. Okay, I'm making this nice and hot. This is just a large skillet with a drizzle, a good healthy drizzle of some olive oil and a little over a tablespoon of butter. So to that, I'm going to add the scallops. I have salt and peppered them, so I'm going to put the salt and pepper side down. And we're just going to cook those for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. We're just trying to develop some nice golden color. Don't overcook your scallops. You know you've overcooked them when they're rubbery. These little suckers don't take long to cook. When they're opaque and browned underneath the brown, you know they are done. So I'm just going to put a little more salt on this side. And I will flip them in a few moments. In the meantime, peas are back there cooking. I just seasoned them with a little salt, pepper, sugar, and butter. And pasta is done and ready for the sauce. Okay, my scallops are nice and brown and done the whole way through. I'm going to turn my heat down just a hair. I had it up on high. I'm going to turn it down to a medium high. And I'm going to put these on a plate. And I'm just going to throw them up in the microwave to try to stay warm while I make the rest of the sauce. I also always buy what they call dry scallops. You can buy them dry and you can buy them wet. The wet scallops are injected with a preservative. I personally think it ruins the taste, and then when you cook them, that preservative cooks out. It's just disgusting to me. I spend the extra money for a nice, very large, dry sea scallop. So now we have all this yumminess in the bottom of the pan. So I'm going to add about 6 tablespoons of butter. I've used a whole stick of butter in tonight's meal. I used like a little over a tablespoon to start. I used a little less than a tablespoon in my peas, and now the other 6 tablespoons are going in this scampi sauce. So we're going to melt that, and I'm going to start adding my lemon juice. So like I said, I'm using the juice of 2 small lemons. I'm going to turn that down a little more. I love my little lemon squeezer. I found this on Amazon. It seriously gets every bit of juice out. Oh, and wouldn't you know it, I would drop a seed. Little lemon wedge to spare. And then I'm going to add that pasta water. And what that's going to do is it's going to help deglaze the bottom of the pan. And we're going to let that cook down and reduce a little bit. I also want to add some minced garlic to this, just for some more yummy flavor. All right, I'm just going to let that simmer away for a few moments. Alright, let that cook a few minutes and completely deglaze the bottom of the pan so everything is, the bottom of the pan is smooth again and all those little bits have been pulled up. Now I'm going to add the pasta back in. scallops. One's trying to get away. Back in the pool. Just toss that around. And that pasta will soak up that sauce nicely. And of course, I need to taste test it. Oh my. That's good. Okay, let's plate this up. Alrighty. Total yumminess coming my way right now. OMG, I outdid myself with that meal. I don't mean to pat myself on the back, but I'm gonna. That was better than any scallop dish I have eaten in a restaurant. I think it was that pasta water, putting it in there to help thicken it up. Oh my God, it was good. I'm stuffed, but it was so good. Me and the man out taking a walk.
Get some exercise.
You don't need exercise. You're a stud. Well, our pool's supposed to open in 2 days, but it's still green. I don't think we're gonna get it open in 2 days. Wow. Well, that's going to do it. As you can see, I watched another episode of The Blacklist. Actually, Mike and I both did. We are so hooked on that show. We're only on like season 3, but it is like so creepy with how much it parallels what's going on in the world today. Oh, telling you, it's a little strange. But yeah, we seriously love that show. I know it's still on regular TV, but we're watching it on Netflix. So that's going to do it. I will talk to you soon. Good night.